Yes, sir. Perk Jr. is about to change everything. Falcons fans, I don't think enough people realize what Atlanta may have just added to this defense because when you hear six-round pick, most fans automatically think, okay, depth player. Maybe special teams guy, developmental guy, but Harold Perkins Jr., this dude does not move like a six-round pick. We're talking about a former LSU playmaker with 4.3 speed, a linebacker who can rush the passer, drop into coverage, fly sideline to sideline. In my opinion, Fred Warner 2.0. And now the Falcons are already revealing where they plan to use him first. And honestly, this might end up being one of the most fascinating rookie storylines of the entire roster because if Jeff Ulbrich unlocks this guy properly, Atlanta's defense could suddenly get a whole lot faster and a whole lot more dangerous. Let's talk about this, man. What's going on, Falcons fans? And welcome back to Falcons Digest. I'm your host, Charles Jones, and today we're diving into one of the most intriguing rookies from the Falcons 2026 draft class. LSU linebacker Harold Perkins Jr., my steal of the draft, man. But before we get into this video, you already know, man, this video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app and the best way to get in on the action. We'll dive into some crazy picks and some awesome promotions later, but make sure to download the app using the link in the description and pinned comments. Use promo code DIGEST to sign up today. New users get $50 instantly in their lineups when playing your first $5, and it helps out this channel a ton, guys. Also, if you're not subscribed to Falcons Digest, take a quick second. Just go ahead, like the video because that helps spread the video across YouTube and helps out this channel a lot, guys. We want you guys here. Me, personally, I love the engagement, and you already know I'm one of the guys that will get back to you in the comments, so make sure you talk to me nice. Now, off the rack, I'm going to keep it a stack. The more I look into this pick, the more I think the Falcons fans are seriously sleeping on just how impactful this guy could become. Because this isn't your typical six-round linebacker. This is a player who at one point looked like he could potentially become an early draft pick before injuries, and circumstances shifted his draft stock. This is a guy with elite athleticism, elite speed, position flexibility, playmaking instincts, and now we're finally getting insight into how the Falcons plan to use him early in his NFL career. We're going to break down Perkins' role at rookie minicamp, why the Falcons love his versatility, how his ACL recovery may have made him even stronger mentally, why Jeff Ulbrich could have a chess piece on defense, and why this kid may become one of the biggest steals of the draft. So Falcons fans, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this thing. Now, before we even talk about Harold Perkins specifically, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Falcons needed linebacker help badly. All right, even before losing Caden Ellis in free agency, this defense needed more speed, more versatility, and more long-term answers at linebacker. Now, Atlanta did bring in Christian Harris and Channing Tindall, but both of those guys are on one-year deals, which tells you something important. The Falcons are still searching for long-term pieces at the position, and that's where Harold Perkins Jr., my guy Perk, enters the picture. Atlanta selected Perk out of LSU in the 6th round after already drafting Kendall Daniels earlier. Kendall Daniels, another beast that we drafted, man. That's another video. And one thing about both of these players, something that they both have in common, versatility. These are defenders who can move around, play multiple roles, adjust to different situations. And in today's NFL, versatility matters more than ever because offenses are constantly trying to recreate mismatches just all over the field. You need defenders who can cover space, blitz, stop the run, drop into coverage, and survive against modern offenses. That's why Perkins Jr. is interesting because physically, this dude is different. Now, one of the biggest questions after the draft was simple. Where exactly are the Falcons going to play Harold Perkins Jr.? Because throughout his college career at LSU, he did a little bit of everything. Edge rusher, inside linebacker, coverage defender, blitzer. The guy moved all over the field. Well, now we finally have our answer. At least for the beginning of his NFL journey, Perkins told reporters at rookie minicamp, right now I'm playing will linebacker. Get that down pat and we can talk about something else. That's important. The Falcons are starting him at will linebacker, and honestly, that makes a ton of sense because the will linebacker role is built for speed and playmaking. You're flowing sideline to sideline, chasing the football, shooting gaps, making tackles in space. That role fits Perkins perfectly. And honestly, you can hear how excited he is about it too. He said, I love playing will linebacker. I'm inside. It's fun. Move around, a little run and hit. What I love to do, make plays. That jumps out immediately. This dude loves football. You can hear the energy. You can hear the confidence. You can hear the excitement. And Falcons fans, fast linebackers who love contact, Jeff Ulbrich is somewhere probably smiling right now if he's hearing this. Now, if people forgot how productive Perk was in college, let me just refresh your memory for you real quick. As a freshman at LSU, he exploded onto the scene. 72 tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 7.5 sacks as a freshman. That's ridiculous. Then he followed it up with another strong season, 75 tackles, 13 tackles, 4 loss, 5.5 sacks plus an interception. So this isn't some random athlete with potential, all right? This guy actually produced in the SEC, my friend. And doing it in the SEC matters because that's basically NFL elite every Saturday. We're facing elite athletes every single week in the SEC. Now, unfortunately, an ACL injury derailed a huge portion of his junior season. And honestly, that injury probably changed everything for his draft stock too, because if he stays healthy and continues ascending, there's a real chance he may have entered the NFL much early and probably got drafted by somebody else and we wouldn't have him. But instead of letting the adversity break him, Perkins said the rehab process actually made him stronger. When asked if overcoming the ACL injury helped him become a better player, he said, a little adversity always makes you better. It'll either make you or break you. That's maturity. That's accountability. And honestly, NFL teams love hearing players talk like that because the league is hard. Everybody faces adversity eventually. The ones who mentally push through setbacks, and clearly Perkins believed that experience helped shape him. Now, let's talk about what really makes Harold Perkins Jr. dangerous, the athleticism. Because Falcons fans, this dude can move. At the NFL Combine, he measured just under 6'1" and weighed 223 pounds then at LSU's Pro Day. He absolutely put on a show, including running a 4.38 40-yard dash, 4.38 for linebacker. That's absurd. That's defensive back speed. That kind of athleticism changes what defenses can do because suddenly you can disguise blitzes, cover tight ends, spy mobile quarterbacks, blitz from different angles, chase plays down from behind. Bryce Young, you little midget. It seems like we struggle against Carolina. This guy here is in trouble with Harold Perkins Jr. on the field, seeing him twice a year. I can't wait till this guy jumps on Bryce Young's butt, man. This is exactly the kind of player modern NFL defenses are searching for. And Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich clearly sees the possibilities because right now they're simplifying things. Perkins even talked about how the Falcons coaching staff wants rookies playing fast and confident rather than overthinking. And honestly, that's smart coaching, especially with a player this explosive. Don't overload him mentally right now. Please, guys. Just let him fly around. Let his instincts take over. Let his speed become a weapon. The pass rushing stuff can come later. And that's the scary part for opposing offenses. because eventually the Falcons may unleash him in multiple ways. I really think the Falcons fans may look back at this pick one day and wonder how Harold Perkins Jr. lasted until the 6th round, because when you combine SEC production, elite speed, versatility, football instincts, mental toughness after injury, positional flexibility, you're talking about a player with serious upside. Now, obviously, there's still development needed with Perkins, but if he was a finished product, he wouldn't have lasted this long, people. But that's what makes this exciting. Jeff Ulbrich now gets to mold this player. And if the Falcons can develop Perkins correctly, this defense gets dramatically faster. That's something Atlanta clearly prioritized this offseason. General Manager Ian Cunningham wanted speed injected into this roster, and Harold Perkins Jr. absolutely fits that vision. For now, the Falcons want him learning the wheel linebacker role and mastering that first. But long term, I absolutely think this guy eventually becomes a weapon on blitz packages, off the edge, in coverage, and all over the field. Because even Perkins himself said, my best attribute is just being versatile. And versatility is gold in today's NFL. At the end of the day, Falcons fans, Harold Perkins Jr. might quietly become one of the most exciting developmental players on this roster. A former LSU standout with elite speed, a player who battled through adversity, a defender capable of doing a little bit of everything, now learning under Jeff Ulbrich in Atlanta's defense. And honestly, this fit makes a lot of sense. The Falcons needed speed, needed versatility, needed young defensive playmakers, and Harold Perkins Jr. checks every single one of those boxes. Now, obviously, there's still a long road ahead. Rookie minicamp is just the beginning. But if this kid develops the way Atlanta hopes, Perk Jr. could eventually become a major problem for offenses across the league. Now, before we wrap up this video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Use the link in the description and promo code DIGEST to get started on Prize Picks today. Tonight, I'm looking at Julian Pop the Champagne, and I'm going more on his 1.5 3-pointers made. I also like Stefan Castle. Man, I'm going more on his projected in 11.5 points for the game. I mean, do you watch any basketball at all? Because if you watch basketball, you already know that Champagne puts up at least 5 threes, 6 threes a game. That's all he does is shoot threes, man. There's no need to not take him at a 1.5 3-pointers made line. Yeah, definitely take him. That's a give me. Stefan Castle, bruh, we're talking about the 2024-2025 NBA Rookie of the Year, who has been a key contributor in his first postseason appearance, averaging 18.9 points in the playoffs right now. That's a gimme. 11.5 points. Get out of here. They also have some great promotions going on right now, guys. Taco Tuesday. The tacos are going nowhere. Our board is serving up discounted projections on Tuesday all day long. Taco Tuesday. Yummy. Once again, use the link in the description to download Prize Picks and use promo code DIGEST to get started on Prize Picks today. New users get $50 instantly in their lineups when playing your first $5, and it helps out this channel a ton, guys. That's all I got, folks. But now, I want to hear from you, Falcons fans. Do you think Harold Perkins Jr. could become one of the steals of the 2026 NFL Draft? And where do you think the Falcons should use him long term? Inside linebacker, edge rusher, or a hybrid role? Doing both? Like what do you see as far as Perk? How could he help this defense? Drop those thoughts in the comment section below, man, because you already know Falcons Digest is all about you guys. And if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. You made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe to Falcons Digest. Hit that bell, stay tapped in with the ATL, and share the video with another Falcons fan, man. Per usual, I got to thank you guys for watching. You already know what it is. Peace up. You know the rest. This is Falcons Digest. Stay blessed, y'all.
Yeah, when they talking about BKG Tony,
we talking about winning. What it do, Chuck Tweezy? As long as you winning.